Hi there, this is Steve Whitson from stevewhitson.com, where I help realtors turn social networking tools into business gold. What I want to look at today is some misconceptions around the importance of the number of Twitter followers that a person has. When I talk to people about Twitter and about using Twitter for marketing, I get some version of the same question time and time and time again. How do I get more followers? How many followers do I need? Followers, followers, followers. The single most dangerous myth around marketing on Twitter is this. To succeed on Twitter, you need lots of followers. To put it succinctly, that's absolutely garbage. The truth is, just like in any marketing, marketing on Twitter is about the quality of contacts you have, not the quantity of contacts you have. To illustrate this, let's look at a painfully obvious example. Let's pretend that this is a retirement village somewhere in Florida, and that you are charged with selling several of the condo units. Now you're given two opportunities to speak, to make a 10-minute presentation in front of a crowd. But they happen at the same time, so you can only choose one. The first is here, at a U2 concert, just minutes before U2 takes the stage. You can stand right in front of the whole crowd and spend 10 minutes talking about your condos that you have for sale and the opportunities they have for retired people. The second is here. Let's pretend that this is a seminar being put on by a local chamber of commerce, helping people get prepared for effective retirement. Now, there's going to be 5,000 times more people here than there are here, but the people here are going to be there because they're interested in hearing what you have to hear, and they all fit into the demographic of the type of people you're wanting to talk to. Most of the people here, on the other hand, won't be thinking about retirement for decades, and even the ones that are certainly aren't thinking about it now. All they're thinking about is, who is this idiot who's standing in front of me and blocking my chances to see U2 in concert? You would have to be pretty bad to stand in front of this group and not form some sort of potential relationship amongst the people that are watching. Your chances of forming a potential relationship in front of this group, even though there is 5,000 times more people, is virtually none, obviously. So, would you choose this or this? I don't know about you, but for my money, I'd take this one every single time. To boil it down to a very basic sense, marketing is about knowing what you're selling and figuring out who might buy it. That's obvious. Once you've done that, you have to find those people, and that's the single most important part of marketing always, is finding the people who are interested in what you are trying to sell. Once you've found them, you've got to get heard by them, you've got to build a relationship with them, you've got to solve their problems, you've got to do it again and again and again and again. Now, see if any of this sounds familiar. Twitter, as a tool, is perfect for finding people who might buy what you are selling. Once you have found them, it's great for getting you heard by those people. If you use it effectively, you can build relationships with those people, you can find ways to solve their problems, and you can do it again and again and again and again. So Twitter isn't some strange, unique beast that we need to treat entirely differently than we do all our other marketing. We don't need to set up some entirely new set of rules and priorities and ideas around Twitter than we do around any of the other types of marketing that we're doing as realtors. Twitter is just a tool to do the marketing you already do. And if you're doing it properly, it'll allow you to do it more efficiently. That's all. Just a tool. You would never, in other forms of your marketing, you would never, for example, pick up the phone book and call every single person in your city asking them if they want to buy a house. You would never send a letter to every house in your entire city. You would never do any of those things. Those are all U2 concert approaches to marketing, and they don't make sense in terms of time or money. You're always looking for this type of approach, ways that you can uh, focus on people who are likely to buy what you're going to buy, and that you can access in the most cost efficient, most time efficient way possible to maximize your return from your marketing. In your regular world, you're always looking for this and never looking for this. So, why in Twitter would you focus on building up all your contacts and going for the U2 concert instead of going for this approach? So the point, and by now I'm sure you've figured out the point because I've covered it 16 times already. The point is, don't follow into the more follower trap in Twitter. That's these guys. Instead, focus on getting the right followers. That's these guys. I want to leave with a closing example. Here's a portrait of a Twitter account. There's 1,343 followers. That's a pretty nice number. A lot of people would be pretty happy with 1,343 followers. You could certainly do something with that, assuming that they were the right followers. However, I know for a fact that a good portion of these followers are not the right types of people. How do I know that? Well, yesterday I got followed by this account. I promise you, I don't even know what language this is, so I am certainly not, I think it's Japanese, but I'm certainly not a target of these people because I don't know what they're saying, so I'm not somebody that they should be following. Once I got followed by them, first of all, of course, I blocked them so they are no longer following me, but I looked at their list of followers, and what jumped out was that a large portion of them, probably a majority of their followers, were people just like me, people that had no clear or obvious link to whatever it is they're trying to say, because they gave absolutely no indication at all that they had any interest or connection or ability to understand what they were saying. In contrast, here's a look at my followers from a couple days ago. I have just 389 followers, which compared to the 1,343 here, they have about 3.5 times more. So on the surface, they're doing 3.5 times better. My interest, though, with this Twitter account is to be in connection with people who are realtors, who are interested in using social networking, and who may have the interest in using social networking more effectively. And I know, because I've been very careful to cultivate it in the month that this account has existed, I know that each one of these 389 followers is either a realtor or is directly connected somehow to the service provision in the real estate business. U2 concert, not U2 concert. I don't know about you, but this one makes a lot more sense to me than this one. That's all I have to say today. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you have any more questions or interests, please visit stevewhitson.com, my website. When you're there, you can sign up for the Realtor Networker, my weekly newsletter full of tips and tricks around social network marketing for realtors. Thanks so much.